Good morning. Today, my sister and I are going to see Harry Potter and the Cursed Child. I went to get tickets earlier this morning, and it's in two parts. So we're going to spend our day at the theater or Hogwarts, if you'd rather. And I'm a Hufflepuff, so I'll be wearing this nice little jumper. And I also have my scarf with me because it is November and it's pretty cold, so Hufflepuff pride scarf. And you'll probably see my sister wearing her Ravenclaw one. And yeah, come along with us to this journey to Hogwarts.
Hi, how are you?
And Wicked. Hi, Fenton. Hi, girls. It's between the two shows and we're eating.
Life is good.
Life is really good. Pancakes, French toast, big side of fries, and our teas. Part two. Part two. Beautiful theater and girls. Look at that theater, it's gorgeous. Let's go part two. So excited.
Okay, can we do a regular form of everything?
This is the theater. Look at that beautiful theater. Beautiful. Insane. I want to go back. And the nest. Let's go back. Hi. I'm back home after seeing Harry Potter and the Cursed Child Part 1 and Part 2. Guys, I feel like I should film the recap later in the week, Okay, so it's in 2 parts for those of you who don't know. And each part is about 2 hours and a half and more. Let's talk about theater. You've seen it in the videos, like in the little clips I just showed. Beautiful theater. It was beautiful. It's just so big, and Gals, my sister, had the perfect, like, she said it reminded her of cathedral, and that's what it was, like, especially when we were seated, like, just the way there were the arcs, and it was just so spacious. There was so much space between the stage, and we were in dress circle, and there was this huge wide, it was so wide, and there was a lot of depth to the stage. It was just an enormous theater and beautiful. You could tell that they just like renewed it, and it was perfect for Harry Potter. It fit the play and the atmosphere perfectly. I mean, just the ceiling of, you've seen it, guys. So we arrived, the first part was 1 p.m. and we got there at 12 because they tell us, yeah, arrive an hour earlier because we have to go through security, and it's also that there are a lot of things you can do within the theater. You can take pictures with the banners, which I will put right now. Yeah. So Gals is a Ravenclaw, I'm a Hufflepuff, obviously, the colors. And then you could get some drinks, you get some food, and you could buy souvenirs and just wander around the theater. It was a beautiful theater. And then we went to our seats, and we were in dress roll F3 and Gals was F1, and they were amazing seats. And then started, and I think, so I read the play when it came out, so it was 2016, and I read it in one sitting, and I know, like, within the fans, like, there's those who've loved it, who were really happy, those who hated it, and some like to say there's no in between. I don't want to say, like, that I loved reading it, but I definitely did not hate it, and I don't pretend it doesn't exist. I think I was just so happy to have a continuity to this story and to explore it more. And I was just happy to go back into that world. And I do remember that when I finished reading the play, I had that sudden sad feeling, like empty feeling that I got when I finished Harry Potter 7th. I remember that. And like I remember major plot points, but there were other things that, like, I read the books every year, but I read the play only once. Like, it doesn't, like, yeah, every time I reread the books I stop at the end of 7. But I really wanted to see it on Broadway because I wanted to see how they do magic, because obviously on screen, on camera, you can do special effects. It's like, how the hell do they do that on stage? They do it masterfully. It's incredible. And the stage is like, it's not like heavy with set design, which is so cool. And I don't want to give anything out at all, but just that they do everything. It's magical. I mean, I'm someone who's always believed in magic, and then you see that and you're like, oh my god, yes, I believe in it even more. This is incredible. And the audience is so cool. You could just tell that everyone was Harry Potter fans. Most of us. So people were either dressed for going out, so they were like nice, like dressed for theater. Most people though were dressed as like Harry Potter, either wearing merchandise, or so many of us were wearing scarves, colors of our houses, t-shirts. It was just, we knew we were all part of the same fan base, and we all read the books and or like seen the movies. It was just like this big Harry Potter community together in one theater. and just a tiny part of that community. And so everyone was just reacting to, I mean, I love theater. People react all the time, and you could hear a collective gasp, be like, and then one part like surprised us all, and the whole row, like everyone just went suddenly being scared, and everyone did the same movement, and then there were laughs, and then some characters, that we all hate or all love, and everyone's like, oh. I think one big story is that I love Scorpius Malfoy. I wanted to hug him the entire time. I was just like, oh, he's, yeah. I'm just blabbering right now. But one thing I do want to do is go back to read the play now that I've seen it. Because I think I'll have these images of how they do it on stage. Because I think, reading the play sometimes, like, how the hell are they gonna put that on stage? And now I know, and I'm just like, okay, that's really cool. That's very smart. Yeah, and in between the shows, as you saw, we went to have a sort of late lunch, early dinner, went to see the snow globes in Times Square, and then we went back to part 2. And so part 2 is at 6:30, so yeah, we really spent our entire day at the Lyric Theater. And then we, at the end, okay, like, I think I cried at the end. I'm pretty sure I cried. And then yeah, I think neither my sister and I wanted to leave the theater. There was kind of this, like, the same way that when we went to see Harry Potter and Deathly Hallows Part 2, we just stayed until the end of the credits and could not move. Just Harry Potter is very, very special to me. But yeah, it was just the best Sunday. And now I'm like, I just have these images in my head, so I don't need to like see it again immediately. But I'll definitely try for the lottery tickets soonish in the new year. Let's wait for 2020. But yeah, we saw year 2, the cast of year 2. There's still some original cast members, but like the main cast, they were all year 2, and yeah, everyone acting wise, it was an incredible cast, and just props also to the lights and like stage direction, movement, the music, like sound effects, like everyone who worked on this show, thank you, and absolutely fantastic work, because it makes us believe in magic again, and that's wonderful. That's all we all want from Harry Potter. I feel like me talking is longer than the images I have, so thank you for listening to this. Alright, have a beautiful day. And go read Harry Potter if you've never read them. Bye guys.